Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. A freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show.
The engine is starting up.
For launch, GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop, go. GMC, go. Max, go. Eagle, go. Ecom,
Go pending final steps to cabin link check.
2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the Rift Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
The Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show.
What is up, all you freaks out there? This is Ryan.
And this is Rhonda.
You were cutting it close.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. I
like,
couldn't get the dog in the house, and I'm like struggling. I made it in the nick of time. So that's that matters.
You got in there like a glove.
Yep, like right at 9.
Yes. I was clicking slow. I was like, let's see if I can.
Yeah, I thought I had like 5
here.
more minutes, but she obviously took a little longer than I expected. So.
Oh, it's all good. It is all good. Super excited to have Susan Nadeau back on the show with us tonight to do some readings. And we already have people in the chat wanting readings.
Do we?
Tonight. So we're going to get started here pretty soon. I do want to wish everyone a very happy mail order catalog day. Which,
oh my gosh, are those even exist anymore?
Exactly. Is that I was thinking that people wouldn't even use mail order catalogs anymore. But remember, like getting like the best products catalog or the Sears catalog and like picking out what you wanted for like Christmas. That's like a core memory for me is like going through catalogs and finding toys that I want for Christmas. So if you remember that, today is today for you.
Okay.
Mail order catalog day and National Fajita Day.
Like, I don't remember what they called those. Like, I think there was a catalog that I used to see popping around called something like ABC, but it would be like, it would always come around like September, October, and it had like stuff you could buy people for Christmas. But you could buy it in bulk and you got like discounts. That's the last thing close to
Finger Hut. Is that a catalog?
that I've seen in a while. So
remember LL Bean catalogs coming out?
Yep.
And like Lillian Vernon.
Yep.
Or like Land's End or stuff like that.
Yep.
So we can go into a catalog tangent all night long, but I'm sure people aren't on tuning in for that.
Catalog tangent.
Yeah. We'll save the Freakin Awesome catalog talk for another show, guys. So we'll put that.
Now I want a catalog.
Yes, we need a catalog.
Yeah, you go in and you circle what you wanted for Christmas.
Exactly. Yeah, we should find one and like go through it and shit. But we'll do that another day. We'll put that on the back burner for right now. Surrender and Sunshine Cindy. Yeah, she knows what's up. The Sears Wish book.
Yes. We're all dating ourselves, but that's okay.
I definitely wore out a pen going through that thing.
And dog earring, the little things.
Exactly. The little puzzles and stuff in the middle of the book, like coloring books and stuff. All right. So tonight we're happy to bring back numerologist extraordinaire Susan Nadeau. We had her on the show earlier to talk about what numerology is and like how it works and stuff like that. So we might get her to give a little quick tutor, not research, recap.
Cliff notes.
Yes.
We're talking about something, pulling out for Cliff notes.
Cliff notes version of what she does, and then we'll start the readings. So let's go ahead and bring her on the show. Susan, welcome back.
Hi.
Hello.
And we are so excited to have you back on the show.
Oh, good. Yes, I'm nervous to be here, but I'm happy to be here.
You need to be nervous. We're old friends now.
Yeah, we're besties.
Yeah.
So I do want to ask for a quick recap of like what numerology is and how it can be used in your life.
Okay. Well, we all come in on our birth on the day we're born. We come in on those numbers, right? And our names are numbers, and everything evolves around a lot of numbers. And you just kind of, I don't know, you just study it, you find out what your numbers are, what numbers resonate with you, and you have certain years, and those years mean certain things, and it just all goes on and on. And you can use it, I use it with my tarot reading, and I use it like to tell people what year they're in. And when you do names, when you do the whole names, those all numbers mean everything. So it's just a study of numbers and what they mean. And then you figure out what it means to you. Is that good?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I say, we wanted the quick version of what we were doing tonight, so people can understand, you know, what's going on. So let's go ahead and get started with the readings. Now, what information would you need from people?
Okay. Do you want me just to do what year they're in, their name? How would you like me to do it? Do you want me to do their name and what year they're in?
Yeah.
Something like that? Is
Yeah,
that
just
okay?
the basic stuff. And
Yeah.
if they like or they want to know more, they can contact you and you can set up a session with them,
Yeah.
and we can help, you know, your business as well. This is
Yeah.
more of like a taste or like an intro, basic information stuff. And then if they want to know more, they can contact you
Oh,
for
yeah.
a
This is
deeper
like,
dive.
yeah, this would
Yeah.
be just like fun, just little stuff, little information about what numbers they hold.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So let's see who we have first.
What about
I mean,
Teresa?
Teresa is in the chat. Now if you ask for you, so you want the date of birth?
Okay. I want how they spell their name and their month and their day.
All right. Hear that, Teresa? It's a her own name it's a long name. If he's going for her first name, she's got 4 names.
Oh, just the first name. Just by
Okay.
what?
Teresa, you still there?
There he is. There she is.
All right.
It's can you see the chat?
No.
Susan? All right.
No.
Well, she spells Teresa with an H after the T.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, spell the rest of Teresa. Teresa.
Okay.
And then Ledouche. L
Oh,
E.
no, just the first name's good.
Okay.
And
All
then
right.
her month and her day.
That would be
June 17th.
yeah.
Okay, and it's Teresa.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so Teresa comes out to a 4 when you add up all her letters. Okay, because each letter has a number. So number 4 is the builder. So this number means that she would like to make a job out of everything. Like, how can we build this and make a good structure? She's good with details, okay, and good with going 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, you go step by step by step by step. That's what 4s do. Okay. And then June 17th, she's like the CEO. The 17th is the star card in the tarot, but it also means faith and empowering other people when you're on the 17th or the 8th of the day. The 6th is the caretaker, and when you add them together, and with 2026, you add your month and your day together with the year 2026, it comes out to a 15. So she'd be in a year of caretaking. So last year would have been a year of change, and this year is the year of taking care of herself and the people in her family and people that are close to her. And then next year will be her year of rest. Okay, so this year may be busy because she has a 4 in her name. There'll be a lot of details with taking care of everyone. And then next year she'll pause for herself. It'll be for herself. Okay, is that good for a quick reading?
Perfect. That is perfect. Yeah, that way we can get, that's beautiful.
Okay.
Well, I hope that helps, Teresa. And I know that just by talking to her, I know some of it's definitely true.
Accurate, yes. All right, next we have Sharon.
Okay.
And it's
SHARON.
Yep.
SHARON, and it's 614.
Okay. Okay, Sharon is a good communicator. Her name adds up to a 30, so she'd be good at communicating, good at creating, and she'd like to have a lot of fun. 3 is a fun number to have. So when people say Sharon, it's like everybody's always ready, okay? And it's a 3, she's in a 3-year. Okay, so this year is out of the 9-year cycle. So our years go from 1 to 9, and she's in a 3-year. So this is a year of fun, communicating, creating, and it's almost like a spring. It's like you'd like to do this, you like to do that, you like to communicate, you like to create. Like it's just the fun year out of the 9-year cycle. Last year was a year of being in peace and harmony and trying to make balance and relationships. This year is the year of the 9-year cycle to have fun. And then next year will be a year of work. When you're in a 4-year, you're in a work year. Is that okay?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And when you put the 6 and the 14 together, that's an 11. She carries light for others. So she uplifts others. And then with the 3 in her name, she's probably like really uplifting for other people and give people good advice.
Awesome.
Okay.
Hey, thanks, Paula, for the shout out. We appreciate you watching. For sure.
Next we have Kevin, 522.
522?
Yep. May 22nd.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so in the name of Kevin, so he'd be curious, like to ask a lot of questions, and his strength would be in the details. He has like a hinge number. When you have odd number of letters in your name, the middle letter is the one that holds everything together, and he has a 4 sitting there. So the 4 would be like the details, doing everything step by step, putting everything together, building strong foundations. But he's also curious, and he likes to go down rabbit holes and likes to find his own answers. And being born on the 22nd, they're master builders, and they have the ability to build empires out of dreams. They can build and build and build. Twos are ruled by the moon, so they have no light of their own. So they have to watch who they line themselves up with, right? Because with the moon being their ruler, they don't shine. They let other people shine, but they can build their dreams. And this year, he would be going into a 1 year. So he's been in transition since last year because he was in a 9 year. So you go from 1 to 9. And then the 9, when you come to 9, you start letting go of the 9 years and you start building in the 1. And it takes 2 years to go through that transition. So he's just at the beginning of starting a new 9 year cycle. So he's in the middle of letting go and building and starting over again, fresh. Is that
There you
okay?
go, Kevin.
Very good. He loves it.
Oh, good. Thanks.
All right. Next, we have Michelle, which is Michelle with 2 L's, 527.
Oh, she's in a year of caretaking. 15 is a 6. So she's either taking care of herself and being responsible to others and taking care of others. It's just a year of just helping herself and helping with others. And, pardon me?
I was going to answer a question for Keith. Yeah, we are using the names and the birth dates. First name and birth dates. Sorry. Are there numbers that are like more powerful for certain like months of the year, or like more powerful in general than?
Yes. When you come to a 9 and a 1, those 2 years there, you're letting go and you're building. So that's powerful, right? Because some of the things you let go of is what you don't want to let go of. But you have so much understanding in a 9 year that you let go with understanding. And if you don't, you carry that the next 9 years till you learn to let go of it. And with 1 is ruled by the sun. So see, 9 is ruled by Mars, and that is like strong fire energy. And 1 is ruled by the sun, and the sun is also fire energy, but it's a soft fire. So those are 2 active years side by side. And then when you come into another strong year, I think 5 is a change year, but 8 is when you get your power. In the 9 years, 8 is where you get your power. And then you come in those 2 years. Okay?
Okay.
I don't know why I keep asking you if it's okay. I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to give anybody the bad.
I mean, it's the numbers that are telling you what it's saying. So,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna go against the numbers.
No.
Yeah.
The numbers are what the numbers are.
Yeah, numbers don't lie.
Okay, so Michelle is a 22. Now with Michelle's name, she's got that ELLE, and before that she has the H. So H is an 8. It's ruled by Saturn, so it's a strong letter to have. When you look at the letter H, it's got an upstairs and a downstairs, right? Because the ladder has 1 rung in the middle. She can see the very best and the very worst. So she can decide what she likes to see and what she doesn't want to see. And then she has 2 5s because the E is a 5. E's ruled by Mercury. So that's talking, that's the telephone, that's travel, that's being curious And the 2 owls are being curious also because they're ruled by 3. So she probably likes to talk, communicate, be creative, may like to travel, but she would be on the go because she's got her 4 last letters are moving energy. Okay, and then it comes out to, what did I say, 22? So she's a master builder. So she can build upon her dreams. She could build. If she could think of something or what she'd want, or if she'd have an idea, she can build and build and build because they build foundations. They just have to watch who they align themselves with. Because the 2 is ruled by the moon. They're very sensitive and they're very intuitive with the 2.
Now, when you say master builder, you're not necessarily talking like building like a house or building materials. It's more of a spiritual thing.
Yeah, like just whatever you like, let's say you like art, you could build up a practice and learn how to paint or, anything like pottery and even businesses. They are great in groups because they know how to build things, right? So if you're in a group and they say, well, let's do this event or something, the 22 can put it all together. They know what to do step by step to get to the big event day. So they're very, like, they're good to have in a group or have someone that's a 22 to talk to you about ideas because they know where to start and how to get to the end.
Okay.
Give a shout out to Vet Girl who's joined the chat, and we've got Jeannie Payette in the chat as well. So welcome, guys. Who do we have next?
Next is Jennifer.
Okay.
And then hers is 323.
Okay, so you see where the 3 and the 23 are. The 3s are curious. 23 adds up to a 5. 5 likes to talk and travel. They're the active ones, so she's probably on the go. And when you add it to 2026, you get a 9. She'll be in a 2-year transition starting this year. So she's letting go this year with understanding. When you come to 9, it's all about understanding and letting go because the other 8 years have learned you the lessons and the experience. And when you come to 9 mirrors all those other numbers, right? So you let go with understanding and compassion. And then you go into the 1, you start over again. So she's going to be 2 years until she gets to the 2-year. Okay, this year, next year, and then the following year, she'll be in a 2-year. And then that's when things will balance out. And it's not like it's not good or bad. It's just that you're at the end of a cycle and you're going to start a new cycle. And sometimes that's refreshing to know that 9 years is like, okay, let's start over. And you learn through the years.
Here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Jennifer said, "That's me as a paranormal investigator."
Oh.
There we go, Jennifer. Right there.
Yeah. Oh, and Jen, starting with the J, the letter J is the only letter that goes into the past because it hooks into the past. So sometimes they like antiques, they like history, they like the past. So she'd be a good investigator because she would get what's going on, what led up to whatever.
I tell you, it's hard to keep up with all the people who want readings there, Jen.
I think I've got them.
I do have people actually on TikTok.
Oh, so that's the host. I was like, how are you calling yourself Dixie?
That's right. That's what I call myself at night. That's my special nickname.
It's 4. Okay, yeah, and Jennifer comes out to 4. So she has 3 5s in her name. 5s are open and they're ruled by Mercury and they're up in the air. Like, they're good with their mind. They're so open, they have to stay grounded. She has 3 5s and she has 2 9s. So the 9s are like the teachers and the 5s are active, right? They're curious. And then she has this 4, and the 4 tells about the details. So she is good with being an investigator because she could grasp the details because her mind is so open and, she likes to be, they don't like to be put in a box and they can absorb good with the 4. 4 is inside the box and they have the details and everything has to line up. So yeah, that's good for her. But she'll be in a 2-year transition starting now this year and next year. So her life's going to change in the next couple of years. She'll be able to start a new path. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right, yeah. Next we have Stacy, and it's Stacy.
Okay.
And it's March 12th.
Okay. So Stacy, her name comes out to a 5. So that means that she'd be a good communicator. She may like to travel. She doesn't like to be closed in. 5s like to be free. And she's in an 8-year this year, which is good. She'd be a good communicator too with her March 12th. That 3 is communicating and 12, 1 and 2 is 3. 12 can be a teacher. So she has, she's in a 7. Okay, so she's got 2 3s there. So she's creative, communicates, and then when we add the 1, she comes down to a 7. So she's in a year of faith. She has to believe this year. She has to have faith. And it's a year of pause. When you're in the 9-year, when you come to the 7-year, it's to pause. And you can look back at the past 6 years. And then next year, she comes to her money year and her strength year. And then 9, she lets go of this whole 9 years and she starts to come again. So this year, she's on pause. Sometimes when you're in a 7, you're not very social. You like to read and watch movies and be left alone and go down rabbit holes and think about things. And then next year, usually comes September, October, our next year starts moving in. Okay, so after like next month, she might feel like going out more and socializing more and doing more things. But this was a year just to reflect the last 6 years.
Okay. That helps, Stacy. All right. Next we have Renee. RENEE.
Okay.
She's 1218.
Okay. Renee starts with a 9. With the R, like 9s are the teachers and the healers, and they have a lot of wisdom, right? Because the other 8 numbers come before them. And that R, how R goes up at the top and then that stick comes out, they take their information into the future, right? They're always going forward. The ENNE are all 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't think she'd like to be boxed in. She likes to be free. She probably likes to travel, communicate. She may be a talker. They just like to be, they're very flexible. When you have a 5, you start on the left, you go down, you start in the future, you come down, and you go back into the past. So they got wide open spaces. So you take, that comes out to 29, then it comes down to 11. And 11 holds the light for others. They are the intuitive messengers. So she'll be a messenger for others. She's inspiring to other people, especially with the 5, because she'd have an open mind. She wouldn't be judgmental at all. She'd be accepting of everything, right? Because she wouldn't want to be closed in. She would teach to others, show others, make others understand with the 9. And then the 11 comes down to the 2, and the 2 is the moon. So underneath all that openness, she'd be very sensitive and intuitive. Okay, and she would reflect all her knowledge out to others, but she'd be busy. She'd be busy with all those 5s. 5 is like on the go. Okay, and she's coming in to a 4 year, so it's a year of work. So the 12 comes to the 3, and the 18 comes to the 9. That's 12, and then 2026 comes to a 1 is the 13. So she'll be getting details this year. She'll be working out of the 9 years. This is a year of work and getting the details and building foundations, because when she comes to next year will be a year at the crossroads. She can make a change. Okay, so she's going to work and work and work this year. And if she's thinking, oh, I don't want to work, or I don't do this, or I do that, it's a good year to work, because you can build foundations this year, and next year it can change your life. Okay, so next year she'll be at the crossroads. This year she's going to do the work. Now, 4's ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is change and unexpected change. And so they work and build foundations, and boom, they come to the 5, and their life can change because they're at the crossroads. So even if you don't work, do something, be creative, start making something, because next year, even if you don't work, if you're creative, if you make things, people may start buying your things next year. Like just out of the blue, you may be offered to go into a store and sell things. So it's a good thing to be in a 4 year, but it's a year of work. It's not like really a fun year like the 3, but it has benefits down the road. Every year has a benefit down the road. Okay.
Awesome.
Very
I do
cool.
want to give a quick shout out to the people who are watching us on TikTok. So we have a bunch of people watching us on there as well, and we've got a couple of them who have asked. Well, at least Dixie has asked for a reading.
Okay.
So,
all right, I got her on the list. All right, so next we have Rosetta, Rosetta. So we've got July 1st for her.
July 1st?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, she's in a year of endings too. So she's in a year that she's, with her understanding, she's got to let go with things that aren't serving her purpose anymore. Okay. And then next year, she's going to get a clean slate and begin again. Okay. So she's in a 2-year transition. Okay. So it's like, let go what you can let go of. Easy. It's an easy year. Like some years you can't let go. And like when you're a 9, it's the easiest year to make change because you're at the end of the cycle, right? And I shouldn't say it's easy. It is. It's a number that it can be easy to change your life. Not all letting go is easy, but it's a year that favors that. I'll put it that way.
there you go. Hope that helps. I wish there was a way to see who was actually still in the chat with it, but they can always go back and listen.
Yeah.
If they have to leave the room or whatever.
Yeah. Her name, I got to do her name?
Yes.
Is that okay? Yeah. Rosetta comes out to an 8. So she can be the boss. She can be the CEO. She's got lots of strength. She's here to empower people. When you say Rosetta, she's not fooling around. She has a 5 for a hinge, the middle letter. So she may be the boss and she may be strong-willed, but underneath it all, she doesn't show that she does have an open mind. Okay, so she has 2 T's. When you have 2 T's, those are 2 moons. So they reflect because they're moons, right? And they reflect other people, but they like things top notch. You know how the T goes like that? They like things straight and perfect, and they like to support. 2 supports also. They like things done a certain way because of the structure of them, but they also support other people. And her name starts with a 9 and ends with an A. So she's got lots of wisdom with the R. And when it ends with an A, she is the leader and her numbers add up to 8. So yeah, she's the boss. She's a strong person with an open mind. And she's in a 9 years, a year of letting go. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, sorry for cutting you off earlier.
Heidi, can you give me your date again? I missed it. And then Kara, you gave me your month and your year. I need your day. All right. And Heidi, I'll get you on. Sorry about that. Somehow I missed you. It's hard to keep up with it. Sometimes it kind of scrolls weird now. All right.
Yeah, it's jumping around between commenting on what she said and dates. So it's kind of hard going back and forth too.
Yeah. And Emily,
if we do this again, I'm going to let you add them up and give me the numbers, and I'm just going to say.
Yeah, I'll be with the calculator trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Let me read off who I have. I've got Keith, Paula, Lois, Veronique, Dixie, Denise, Jeanette, Kara. I do need your date, Kara. The day.
It's the 3rd of October.
10. Okay. And then Emily, I got you. And then Heidi, I've got you now. So if I've missed anybody, it's just moved too fast. So put your stuff in the chat and I will grab it.
You know what? If there's that many people, I wasn't expecting all this. If there's that many people, why don't I just do what year they're in? You know what? I'll do their year, and I'm going to do the first letter and their last letter of their name, because that also means something.
Okay.
We've got 10 right now.
Whatever works best for you. That is what we are trying to do. So we are good with whatever you want to do.
So for right now, I'm going to I think we should halt who we have asking. So right now we're not taking any more reads. We've got if there's any time left at the end, we will grab you. But right now, no one knew because we've got 10 more to go. All right. So next we have Keith.
Okay.
And he's 11/11.
And okay. Oh, he's at the crossroads this year. He's in a year of change. Okay, so Keith, there's 2 letters in the alphabet, the K and the V. K is 11, V is 22. So he has 11 for his K, and his month and his day is 11. So he brings the light to other people. Okay, he's a messenger. He'd be very intuitive, and he'd be very strong-willed, because one is ruled by the sun, and there's 2 suns with 11. and 11 is a male and a female, both wanting to be first. And that's where the chaos comes in with all the 11. It's going to be masculine or feminine, the way you bring the light to other people. He has the K, and the letter K is open. So all the information comes in. They're very knowledgeable with the K because they absorb all that. And the K has a V, right? When you make a key, that has a 22. So it almost has 11 and a 22 right in the letter. And then his last letter is an H. That's like empowerment, see the best and the worst of everything. And 11 for K is a 2. The H is an 8. 2 and 8 is 10. Yes, that's 1. That's a leader. So with his beginning of his name and the end of his name comes up to being a leader. He can also lead. And then 1111, it's all that light. His light, he's got so much light. And then we're in a 1 year. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. So his mind is probably this year, right? Because it's all bright and it all adds up to a 5. And 5 is ruled by Mercury. So the Sun and Mercury are going to town this year with him. So he's going to have so much information coming through, but he's going to have to decide what he wants to do with it, because 5 is at the crossroads. 5 is 1 year that you can make a change. And he's got so much information. He's got so much energy. He's probably on overload. So he'll have to stay grounded and hold it in. And 11 and 11 is 22. It's so much light. And then there's so much shadow there because the 22s are all 2s, right? So there's so much intuition and so much light. And then there's so much information and talking and moving, and it's busy for him, I bet you, this year. Okay.
All right. Next, we have Paula.
Okay.
1116.
Okay, so Paula starts with a P. That's the letter 7. That's Neptune. So she'd be sensitive. And P comes like this, right? So they have to kind of watch because they've got so much information. You know how the R has that line down? The P doesn't have that. So the P stands alone with all its information. It doesn't have like a lot of support, and it's ruled by Neptune, and Neptune is water. And so it's like she'd be very intuitive, but very soft. P's are awful soft. And then her last letter is an A, and the A is very strong. So she starts off soft and she ends up strong. And the 7 for the P and the 1 for the A adds up to 8. So she would be a leader. She'd be a strong person to empower other people, but people wouldn't see it that way because her name starts softly. Okay. And she's in a 1 year. So 11 too, like she brings light to other people. The 16, she's a caretaker. She takes care of others. She's very strong with the 11 and the 16. 11 is 2 1s and 16 is a 1 plus a 6. That comes out to a 7. So there's that 7 with the name, with her letter P in her name. So that's more Neptune. That's softness. And the 11 is the intuition and the softness. And then when you add it to the 1, she comes to a 1. So she went through. Last year would have been a year of endings, and this year she's beginning again. But it's still a year. You can still let go in a 1 year because those 2 years are connected, right? But she's beginning a whole new year cycle. So it's like, get your ideas ready. When you're in a 1, you get your ideas ready and you start planting what you want. I hate saying that, plant your seeds, you're in a 1 year, but it's like, get your ideas together. And then next year you go, you meet with other people and you bring balance. And then the 3rd year, everything starts coming together. So get your ideas together this year, keep letting go what you can, lighten the load and start moving forward for your next 9 years.
Nice.
Okay.
Let's squeeze Corey, CJ. We know CJ Momo Marie, that our friend. Should squeeze her in at the very end. She
Okay.
can be the last one.
Okay. Corey. 325. Okay. So next we have Lois, Lois, 7-7.
Okay, so her name starts with an L. That's a strong letter. It comes down like that, right? So there's lots of support with that. And the letter L is a 3. So she likes to have fun. She likes to be talking and creative and everything. L's are pretty cool. They're strong, but they like to go do things. And they're very open. Okay, because they're strong because their letters do not rock. They're straight, but there's nothing constricting them at all. So she's very open-minded. And then the last letter with an S, and the S is a 1. So she could do things on her own. She could be a leader. When you add 3 and 1 together, it's a 4. She could like details, build foundations, set things up, make sure everything's right with the 4. And then with her birthday, 7-7, those are 2 Neptune numbers. And that's like being creative and having faith. Having faith would be something for her to make, to think about or have or whatever, because faith and fear don't live in the same space. So the more faith she has, the more probably, positivity stuff she has in her life. And then when you add 1 to that, you get the 15, and it comes down to 6. So with the 15 in the tarot, that's the card of the devil. So that's like, this year would watch what you're attracted to. Are you attracted to the angels, or are you attracted to negativity? Okay, and take care of yourself and take care of others. Next year, it won't be a social year. It'll be a quiet year. And next year you'll have 7-7 and you'll be in a 7 year. So that'll probably be a real spiritual year, because 7 is a lucky number, but it's also a spiritual number because it's like between heaven and earth. And they say 7's a lucky number because God created the world in 7 days. And what was the other thing about 7? I can't think about this. The 7 planets. When we do astrology, the 7 main planets that we can see, right? And then the next 3 planets we can't see. So that was the other thing about 7. It's a very spiritual number. So next year she'll be like on a spiritual retreat. This year, take care of herself and take care of others. Take care of and be responsible for the things that you need to this year.
I have a quick question for you. So if you go by the person's name, like my name's Ryan, right?
Yeah.
The name is what your parents give you. So is it like, how does it work? So if your parents give you the name and then their name, the numbers of the name add up to who you are, is that who you are when you were born, or is it throughout your life you become that person?
Good question.
I think you become that person because you know, it's just like when you grow up, the first 7 years, and then the 7 to 14 and 14 to 21. You know how you mature? I think you grow into your numbers, because you have you well, how many people don't know about their numbers, right? So you would know, you would have that knowing of what you do and what you like and what color you like and all that. But until you get older, that's when you embrace all those numbers and all those energies, right? Because numbers are just energies, like energy that you come here with. Okay, so you got 365 days. You come there on that day and you're given a name. And that's the vibration and the energy that you're given. But you have to grow into that.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if you'd be a completely different person if you had a different name. Like,
well, some people change their name, right? And change the
Mhm.
spelling of their name. And that's like too, when you have your maiden name and then you change when you get married. And then look how many times people get married, like 2, 3, 4, 5 times. They're always changing their last name and their life is always changing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I know some of the teachers and that they say, like, you know, change the spelling of your name. Even like, you know, if you've got 2 E's on your name, take 1 E off, and that's going to take down a 5, and that'll change the whole number. And they say that works. And for me, I think, you know, it can work, but it's like, it's what you believe yourself with
Okay.
yourself, right? That sort of
Yeah.
thing. But I think the numbers are energy that you come in with on the day that you're born. Same with your name. Your name has numbers, everything, where you live, your license plate, all that kind of stuff. We're all surrounded by numbers all the time. And they're just vibrations and energy. And you have to learn to work with it.
Awesome. Thank you. I didn't mean to get off track here. It just came up in my head. I'm like, okay, I'll just ask it while and see
I
what.
don't, I don't know either. Is that a good answer?
Yeah, I mean that's fine. That's fine. You know, it's
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just after you get thinking about it, it's like, yeah, because, you know, you have the same name as other people and they have totally different lives.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems
All
like
that
we
kind of
can
stuff.
go down like a complete rabbit hole. But what about this? But if this happens and this happens, and that could just, we'd be here till 1 o'clock in the morning. So we'll have to get into a deeper discussion about the intricacies of numerology when we have you back on a later date, because I know it's getting late. And we still have like 5 more people to go. 8 more people to go. All right, so let's
Okay.
8.
we'll get off the tangent here and go back to what we were doing.
All right, so the next one is Veronique. It's V as in Victor, E-R.
Oh, just the last letter, the first and the last.
First letter is V, last letter is E.
E?
E, like Edward. And the birthday is 10/15.
10/15. Okay, 161. Okay, they're in a year of empowerment, their money year, their power year. This is the year that you have the strength. You've had 7 years that you've been going through stuff, and this year you get Saturn is ruled by 8, and Saturn says, look at here. This is what you've built the past 5 years. Sometimes you can get luck in an 8 year, but it's just a strong year, because next year you start letting go. So build your strength up this year with your work and whatever you do, because you've got, it's like you've got extra power, extra energy this year. The B is 22. They're the master builders, the dreamers. And the E is a 5. And V is 22 is a 4, and a 5 is a 9. They're full of wisdom. They lead the light for the others, the hermit on the tarot card. And so next year, so this year's your power year. Next year, you're in 2-year transition. So your money can come through this year. You can do a lot this year, actually. And your V and your E, the beginning and the end, you start things with the details and you end things open-minded, talking about it, and you're a good teacher.
Very
Was up
cool.
for a quickie.
That was a good one. All right. Next we have Dixie. So a D is in dog for the first letter, and E is in Edward again. And we
Yep.
have 1 January 20th.
Okay, D is letter 4, the detail oriented, but with the D, it's like a door. They can open up the door to look at things, but if they don't like it, they have no problem shutting it. That's the only thing with the letter D. They open and they close. It's like a door. It's on a hinge. The E is open-minded. They like to explore. They're the 5. They like to be free. I'll tell you with the X, because no one had an X yet. X is what, a number 6. So they're like a caretaker, but the X marks the spots. They come to the future, into the past, and then they go from the past into the future. They have it all. They run both lines, right? That way. She's coming in. She's a leader. She's very intuitive with the 20. And relationships are good with her. Like, she's always trying to balance, and she's intuitive and passive maybe a little bit. And she's in a year of details, in a year of work. So she's in a work year. Next year she comes to change. So this year, make sure you do your work, because whatever you're doing this year, next year, when you come to the crossroads, you can change your life, change things in your life.
Don't worry, Heidi, just listen to the replay.
Yeah, be safe out there, Heidi.
Yes. All right. So next, which is interesting, we have the name Denise. So we have a D and an E again.
Oh,
and
okay.
The birth date is September, so 9/13.
Okay, so the D is the opening and the closing of the door. It's a 4, so details, work. She's probably a good worker because it's the first letter in her name, right? Details, foundations. She probably likes things, but she likes things in a row. But in the end, she likes to be pretty open-minded. It's like, I know how to do that because my name starts with a D, but hey, I can change it up too. And the 9 is the teacher and the healer. The 13, again, is a 4. They're here to work, do the work. And this year, she's in a year of 14, balancing, but also with that balancing comes her freedom. So she's at the crossroads. So she's got to balance everything and make a decision this year. And next year she'll have to be in the caretaking. So this year she's a little free. Next year she's going to have responsibilities.
All right.
Okay.
So next we have our friend Jeannie. So it's a J and an E, and it's 6/26.
Oh, she's in a year of caretaking. So take care of yourself, take care of others, be responsible, do what you got to do. If you're busy with everybody this year, don't worry about it. Next year, you're on pause. So next year will be more about you, and you get a retreat, a spiritual retreat. It'll be a little bit quieter for you next year. This year, you might have a lot of responsibilities. J is a 1, so she's a leader, and also she may like antiques and history and has good memory of the past, because that hooks into the past. And the E is the freedom, the explorer, and 5 and 1 is 6 is a 6. So she starts out with a leader. Her name ends with exploring, and she's in a caretaking year. So she's got to take care of this year. And next year she'll have time for herself.
Very cool. And that could not be more accurate. I'll speak for her. She's got a lot going on, so that makes sense.
Oh.
All right. Next we have Kara. So we've got a K and an A and 10, 3.
Okay, K is 11. So there's 2 ones there. And A is a 1. So she's definitely a leader. She leads with her light. She's got a lot of strength. She's got 3 ones, the beginning of her name and the end of her name. And her second letter would be an A. That's another 1. And R would be a 9. And 9 mirrors all the ones. So she's got 1, 1, 1, 9, 1. So that's 4 ones. So she's definitely independent, can do things on her own, and can lead others. And her 10, the 10th month comes down to a 1. So there's another 1 that tells about her strength. 3 would be communication, curiosity, and being creative. And then in a 1 year is a 5. So she's at the crossroads too. She's got to make a decision this year, or she can change. She can change which way. If she's going right this year, she can change and go left. It's easy to make a change in a 5 year, because you're at the crossroads. Okay. You want your freedom. You want to be able to make your own choices and do your own thing when you're in a 5. And 5's good for travel.
I believe we missed Emily.
No, Emily's next.
Okay.
Okay.
The list. All right.
E and a Y.
An E and a Y, and it's 6, 2.
Okay. Her name starts out, she gets lots of information and she lets it all back out. Whatever she brings in, she lets out. Do you notice I talk with my hands? I don't mean
That's
to,
a good thing.
type stuff out.
You're expressing yourself. It's all good.
The E, okay, so the E brings it in and out. And it's a 5, right? So it wants to be moving around and talking and everything. And it's very strong because that starts with a line like that. And then it's all pointing to the future. So it's all information. She gives it out freely. And the Y is a 7. So that's Neptune. And Neptune energy is softness. It's art. It's music. And it holds everything up high. So in her mind, she holds all of her thoughts, and she'd be good with her thinking. When you have a Y, you hold it up. You might not tell it all, but you have like a lot of information that you're holding up. And the 5 and the 7, so 12. So she'd be a good communicator. She would talk freely because the E starts out, freely. And then her Y, she'd hold, 7 is faith too. So she would hold her words. Like, that's a spiritual number. So she'd be very careful probably of how she speaks. And she's in a 9 year, so she's in a 2-year transition. She just came through a year of power. She's letting go with understanding, and what she don't let go, she's going to take through. And next year she gets to begin again. So start letting go and cleaning out the closet and moving things around, because you got a new 9-year life cycle coming next year.
Very cool.
All right, guys, whoever came in late to the show, we have cut off the readings for tonight, but we will have Susan back on the show at a later date, and we'll have get you guys back on. But
so we do
have to cut it off at some point.
We have 2 left, but we have a question in between. So you did read for Veronique, and they have a question because she has a Q in her name. What number is Q, and is that meaning anything?
Oh, the Q is like the queen.
Oh,
they're very strong.
Go.
Q is the number 8. So they're here to empower people. But when you have the O in the the alphabet. The O holds everything and nothing, but the O never changes shape. So think of an O like a tire going down the road, right? You can go in potholes and everything else. That tire is still the same shape when you get home as when you left. So they hold everything in, and they take care of everything, but they never change their moods or anything. They're just kind of solid. But then when you get the Q, that stick that's in the Q builds strength, because they can hold a lot more in than an O can, and then that's why they're the queen. That's the queen number.
Nice.
Well, there you go.
Nice. I'm
Yeah.
glad we asked that question.
Veronique, you're the queen.
You're the queen, which we already knew.
Yeah, we already knew
Queen
that. Yeah. And Michelle, we love that you're here.
Yeah, we're sorry, but next time.
Yes, we'll get you in next time for sure.
Yep. So next we have Heidi. So we have an H and an I and 719.
Okay, the H is power, empowerment, strength. They're like the warriors. Eight's got so much power to it, right? They can achieve a lot. They can see the best and the worst. And they're strong because they have 2 1s, and then that in the middle there holds everything together. That's why they're so strong. And then the I is the teacher and the healer. The I is a 9. The only thing with the I, it doesn't have a lot of support. And that's where the softness comes in with the word Heidi, because I is like all alone. It just kind of it's like a violin string. And it's strong, but it wobbles, right? Because there's nothing, it's just standing there. So she's got a lot of strength. She's very strong, but she's very sensitive. She's very wise with the I, but it's soft. I is a soft letter, but it's a letter of wisdom. The 7 is Neptune, is the music, art, and fog, and just likes to go with the flow, find her own answers, go down rabbit holes. The 19 comes down to a 1, that's the sun, probably shines bright. 7 and 1 is 8. 8 goes with the letter H, her power and achievement. And this year she's in a 9, so get ready. You're getting ready to make changes. You're letting go to begin again next year. So start cleaning out closets and people and things and animals and whatever you got to do. Okay.
There we go.
All right. And then we have, last but not least, we have Corey. So we have a C and an I.
An I?
An I.
Okay.
And 325.
Okay. C is a 3. So they like to have fun. They like to communicate. They're open-minded. That C goes like that. So they bring in the information and whips it out as fast as they get it in, right? It's like a ball glove. It just comes in and goes out. And the I, like I said with Heidi, it's soft. The art and music. And so 3 and 1 is 4. So they would have lots of information. They'd be good with details. They'd be good with building structure, doing things, step by step to get to the end. But they'd be very good at communicating, because that C is open-minded, but it's also moving. And it's 3. They like to have fun. They like to joke around. The 3 is very active. And then they have 3 for their month. And they have that 7 again. So that's double 3, 7, 3, 7. So, right, that's lots of fun. Music, art, faith, rabbit hills. And then when you add the 1, you get 11. So this year can be a very, what would you say? It'd be about relationships, but it'd be like holding the light for others. Okay, because 2 supports Two's a number of supports. It's about peace and harmony and relationship, but two supports. And if you look at a two, it goes like half a heart, right? So it's like they support other people. And then with 11, they have to bring the light to the other people. So they're supporting this year other people. They can have a relationship. They can find another person this year because one person and one person. And they may struggle with their mind because a male and a female for 11. The male wants to have his answers, the female wants to have hers, and then it adds up to a 2, and then that's where it comes passive, right? The moon is intuitive, it's quiet. So it might be a bit of a struggle this year, but there's a lot there. There's partnerships, there's support, and bringing light to others. Next year's your fun year. This year's relationships and making peace and harmony, and next year will be a fun year.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's
Wow.
it. That's a wrap. Susan's
I'll
like,
tell you
how
what.
did I just do?
Man,
You did excellent.
I don't know how you keep track. That was amazing.
Oh, I think I should have started out with just doing the first and last letter.
Well,
at the
now we
beginning.
know for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering how that was going to work, doing the readings and like as far as like time it's going to take and like what compared to when we do tarot card readings. So now that we've done it, we know for next time we'll do that, and we'll go through more. You'll be able to do might be flow a little easier for you.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Doing the first and last letter, and then just what year they're in. That was good. That went easier than trying to add up all the letters and all that kind of stuff. So no, it was fun. I hope it was good for everybody.
It was awesome. It was awesome. We love having you.
Yeah. Everyone said in the chat that what you were saying
nailed
was
everything.
spot on. So yeah,
Everything was spot on.
perfect.
good.
And how can people, if they want to get a more in-depth reading with you, how do people get in touch with you to set something up?
Okay. I have one page on Facebook. I don't put much on it. It's just Numerologist Susan Nadeau. And I'm down at the store, but I'm in Tilsonburg. So so you'll have to message me on Facebook, I guess. Or my email is snadeau6@yahoo. Can do that too. Nadeau snadeau6.
And let's see. I'll try to get you on probably maybe January of 2027.
Oh yeah, just message
That'd be
me.
awesome.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have you. We'll get this with the new year started. We'll do a numerology reading for the new year.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about that? Maybe we'll have you on the first Tuesday of January.
Okay. Yeah, because then I can talk about the Chinese astrology too, because the new animal comes in February, right?
Perfect.
Yep.
So
Be a new year, new animal. All new.
awesome.
Yep. Love it.
Tuesday, January 5th is the day we'll have you on.
Okay, January 5th.
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
I'll
guys.
Put it down.
Thank you, Susan, very
welcome.
much.
Thank you.
And we will have you on beginning of next year. Have a great Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all the holidays coming
all the
up.
things in between.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Thanks you so much, Susan. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you in a few months.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. That was a lot of fun. Next week, we're going to be on location. We're taking a little field trip.
Yes, we are to the Capital 360.
Yes. Having Emily Strawn on. She is one of Dennis Eslock's misfits, and she does a lot of work with the cabin on 360. So we're going to be interviewing her live from the cabin,
which will be fun. Now I had the honor of with Emily before she became involved with the cabin. She came to Belgrove, so I feel like I taught her a thing or two.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. She is definitely a Belgrove baby for sure.
She's
she
a
is
Belgrove baby. So it's awesome. I'm so excited she's at the cabin.
Yeah, she's got love for both places. We can talk about both places and her experiences at both places. So guys, tune in next week. We're not gonna be here Thursday. We're gonna take a little break. But I know it's sad. Don't cry. Stop crying.
But
It's
you
okay.
had us on Sunday. We did music, so
we did the music on Sunday. We'll take a little break and we'll be back here live from the cabin on 360. Same freaking awesome time.
Same freaking awesome show.
See you guys later.
Bye. Everyone.